You want to see something cool? Alright. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Feeling real brand new. Feel like me. Feeling real good because episode 53. How y'all doing, man? What's going on? Shut
Okay.
the fuck. What do
Okay.
you want? What do you want? What do you want? I can't rhyme not once in my life. Damn, nigga.
Okay.
What's good, everybody? Oh man, welcome to episode 53 of No Cooldown. I am ThatManTripp, a person who can't rhyme. Apparently, I'm being shackled by my own castmates. You know, just imprison me if you dare. Michael Jackson was thinking about this, man. All I want to say is they don't really care about us. That's all. How about that? No, fuck around. Anyways, hope you guys are doing well. Always here with my podcast partners in crime, first and foremost. WenEazy is in the building. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well, man. I'm doing pretty well. Shout outs to League of Legends esports. That shit's back. So I'm pretty hyped. I'm pretty hyped.
Really?
Yeah, I actually watch
is.
it religiously. It's actually pretty gas. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I had no idea it was like back. Like
Yeah,
like super,
LCS
super
is
back.
back in the
Yeah.
swing of things. What? Your boy definitely watching those games.
Okay. Listen, I had no clue, man. But shout outs, man. Respect to y'all. And of course, we got all the way from the UK, Kxngviii. My boy, what's going on, dog?
Popping pills.
Huh? Hey, yeah. That was it. That was the only message, bro. Listen,
that's
man.
the only message.
The DARE program has failed us on all accounts. I don't know if they had that over there. I don't know if they had the DARE program in the UK, but listen, whatever. It was fails. Listen, what can't fail you though is rating this damn podcast 5 stars. Make sure you go to all audio platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Just type in No Cooldown, and we're right there. You just type it in, rate us 5 stars, listen to the podcast, share it around. We're also available on Google Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, of course, Anchor. We're available on the YouTube version. Shout out to all people watching the live version on YouTube at youtube.com/@NoCooldown. Feeling real good. Episode 53, about to get into it. A lot of different topics to cover, honestly. Not the biggest news week, but a couple surprises in there, honestly. So without further ado, is y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
Born ready.
Let's burn right through it, man. So first and foremost, I don't know if you guys caught this for real, but some person on Twitter was talking about how they were like, on Tinder, and one random day they got this super swipe or whatever from another person on the app, and they were like, okay, about to get this weird ass Riz or whatever. I don't know, just the run of the mill stuff. But then the person who super swiped sent them a full-fledged Game Boy style browser game, like old school pixelated format, all that stuff, and it was fully playable. Like it had a character creator.
I'm seeing character customization.
You see it? Look
different
at it, bro.
Different games to choose from.
They had the IGN notes, bro. They had literally IGN site notes. It looked just like IGN with some of them reviews and stuff. They had a bunch of like compatibility tests and stuff in there. It was crazy. But Riz or not? That's my only question, right? Riz or not?
Not 100%.
That's insane. That's wild.
Riz,
but it's only gonna work. It's only gonna work on certain people.
Yeah, it's also you got to think about is like, do you think that this person has used this before? Do you think they just changed up the character models? Like, is it, how many people are like, yo, did you play the Tinder game? It's like, yeah, I did too. Like, damn, son, like you're sending out more copies than
there's no way you do this for a one-time thing. There's no way.
I wouldn't be sitting there lining up hours of code to be sending this on one chick. I'm gonna keep it a buck. This is the infinity.
Sure.
This is going forever.
Insane.
If she don't like it, well, that's why I got a character creator, man. Pick the next one. You know what I'm saying? Go figure it out. You better get your shots up, boy. This can't be a one-time use. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as you find the one, as soon as you find that very special one, you know what I'm saying, that you want to spend the rest of your life with, delete all traces of this website ever. ever. Because another girl one day on Twitter gonna be like, yo, I remember I was on Twitter one day and this random dude just super swiped and like it was this weird game. And then your wife, who loved that to death and was like, this is one of the reasons
You're
I
gonna
got
get
with you.
looked at
Looking
so
at you
sideways.
crazy, like
Looking at you
beat your
so
ass. I
sideways.
should whoop your ass right now. See, I'm telling you, yeah, they better be careful, man. Be careful. But that is Riz, though. That is Riz. I'm not gonna lie. I can't do that, man. I'm just sticking to the text games. You know what I'm saying? That's it. At most, if I put some hours in, I could give you like a brick break with the Valentine's colors on it or something like that. But I can't put that like that. I can't. I'll stick to the good old basic human Riz, man. I don't know if the
Basic
teams are there for me.
Human Riz.
The human Riz.
Just like sending 8-ball pool around, like, hey,
Yeah.
it's your
You
turn.
want to play a game? Yeah. Nah, for real, son. For real. That's crazy. But yeah, shout out to that. Shout out to that person out there making games for their Tinder dates, bro. That's what's up. Moving on to the next story. Hopefully this will be the last time we ever mention these losers on the pod. But Fox and friends are at it again for some reason, as they seem to target the woke Xbox community, stating that Xbox is trying to recruit your kids into climate politics at an earlier age. And that's an actual quote from the show's broadcast. And I was trying to figure out what the hell this was about. But all the hoopla is basically over Microsoft announcing the power saver mode, the shutdown mode that was already in other Xbox and other consoles in general, which is, it literally is not uncommon. But they were like, oh, Xbox has a power saver mode. They got to be the devil. They got, like, it's a rap here. Thoughts on Xbox going woke, guys? Thoughts on Xbox going woke?
Am I right in saying that in the actual like quoted clip, the guy was making reference to how the Xbox is green, like the grill of the Xbox is green.
Actually using that as a talking point is giving me ulcers.
So dumb.
Oh my gosh, bro, my eyes.
I went past that, and I was just like, "There's no way." My brain just turned off after I heard that shit. I was like, "There's no way."
I just think it's funny because it's like I think PlayStation has something to do with it. I think PlayStation might have paid Fox to put the story out there because because PlayStation also has it. So why didn't they bring up the PlayStation at all? You know, like it should have been like a video games thing. They're like, nah, it's definitely Xbox. I don't know, man.
I ain't gonna lie. This is a very likely story after, you know what I'm saying, Xbox in the firing line with these acquisitions and all that stuff. This could be a well-planned story by them good folks at PlayStation. I don't know. Shit, it look a little spooky. It's looking a little spooky, man. This is what it's come to. Like, you know what I'm saying, slandering over the same tactics that everybody uses. This is some crazy shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. I would never be on Fox and Friends. Damn, nigga. That's tough. That's very tough. Anyways, moving on to this third story. Also, I didn't even mention this is the warm-up. These are just warm-up stories, y'all. We got like one or two more. But yes, there's like a new product that are hitting the market, man. Fresh, groundbreaking stuff here. It's called the Mutalk. And it's basically just a soundproof microphone that you use to play, and it's preventing sound leakage. It's going for about $200. It looks like a muzzle, but how do y'all feel about it, man? This the way
looks so dumb.
Come on, man.
This shit looks so dumb.
Shout out to Charles, man. But real quick, shout out to Charles. This man said it's like a BDSM device.
It looks mad restricting.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like if I was to be in a game of Apex.
Imagine it's 3 a.m. at night though. It's 3 a.m. You're at the top of your lungs yelling into this thing, bro. He's won! I walk in the room and it's mad quiet. It's pitch. It's stone silent, and all I hear is you moving around like this.
Like all of the people that are young and still live with their family, that is what you need to be buying.
Yeah, that's what. But the thing is, my parents are so old school, man. Like I used to have like a Bluetooth headset and like the little one, like the little PlayStation one. And they used to swear I was talking to myself. So you could just imagine like my father coming home from like
paranoia.
From like
seeing that on you?
12-hour day at work. He walks in and his son is just like and he's just looking at me like, bro, there's absolutely no way.
Bro gonna think you into them chains and whips next, bro. That's the pipeline.
My PlayStation would be in the trash the second he stepped in that door. Like the second, like, no, we're not doing this. I don't know what you're on. We're getting you off of this.
He walk in, you sick freak. What do you do? Oh, dude, that's crazy, bro. This is a very futuristic ball gag, but you know what? There's gonna be a market for this at some point. I don't know. We'll see. We'll
Nah,
see.
it makes sense. It makes
Yeah,
sense. As
I
dumb as it looks, it makes loads of sense.
facts. I just hope it actually works in practice and in concept. It looks great, no sound
Bro,
leakage. But
they
again,
need to.
the
I
reality
need
is very different.
some Iron Man level upgrades, bro. Next year, I want to see the shit be the the same thickness as a COVID mask.
that would make sense though.
I need that extremis armor, bro. With the
Like,
tap, it just
wait, what's that? What's that shit that that Razor pulled out? The actual Razor COVID mask
yes,
that
the mask with the headphones. Yeah. I remember we talked about that a while ago.
they need to talk.
Facts.
Oh man, imagine just being like, "All right, mom, I'm getting on the game."
Yeah,
Like you're looking like a My Hero Academia character, like
Facts.
literally.
People gotta become whole Power Rangers just to go get on and play Minecraft or Fortnite, bro. It's crazy. It's getting spooky out here.
Have you guys seen that one VR clip? That one clip of the guy playing PUBG Mobile in like a full tech suited like 3 VR.
No, I have not. Like he's
I need to find it, bro.
he's fully moving as the person.
He's moving, he's running, he's ducking, he's pressing triggers on an actual model. It's so, and he's playing mobile PUBG, bro. Mobile PUBG.
Man, at that point, just sign up to go to the army, bro. Like I don't see it.
It would be the worst. It would be the worst thing though if he does that and he's getting cooked by some 6-year-old from South Korea, just putting his mittens on him.
It was they had the gameplay up on the screen too. The recoil was non-existent.
I bet
this man gets a real life beamer. He got the real life beamer. This man,
there was no misses.
All his room till his battery is 20%. Then he got to stop and put it on power saver mode and then go back to the.
Bro, what are your settings? And it's like, well, I got a warehouse with 30 feet of room.
I'm dead. So I keep it on kind of airplane mode just so I don't have other reception. But I had the Wi-Fi on still. You know, it's crazy.
Dog, on PUBG Mobile is nasty. That's what the nastiest part is on PUBG Mobile.
Yeah, PUBG of all games, it's like
insane times, bro. Wow,
COD Mobile, I get PUBG.
But PUBG,
insane.
When there's
insane.
There's too much. There's too much as part of that. But yeah, anyways, moving on to the last story of the warm up here. It literally feels like every week somebody finds a new way to prove that I'm just dog shit at Soulsborne games, and I don't like it. I really don't. We just saw some footage of this streamer named Pericarial or Pericarial. She was basically hooked up an EEG, just like little like things that like detect brainwaves or something like that on the sides of her head. And she basically tied those keys or associated those certain brainwaves or certain actions in her brainwaves to keystrokes on like a keyboard or something like that. And she was activating controls with her mind. She was dead ass mind controlling the game. And she was beating bosses. She beat Renala or whatever. She was cooking with her mind. Like I don't know if y'all saw this, but this was crazy.
I see it. I see it. I will never miss a Jake tweet.
Bro, like, yeah,
no, that was crazy though. Like, I actually have no words. I watched it and I was just like, fair enough, man.
So like, I think that it's super cool. Because I am a very true and blue Soulsborne fan, I don't think that this matches the game's directive vision. I don't think that the director would appreciate playing the game the way it's not intended to. And I think that you guys should stop messing around because playing it only the way that they wanted you to play it in the ways that I made up in my mind is the only way for people to play these games. Thank you very much.
So
this wasn't Miyazaki's way.
This wasn't what Miyazaki wanted.
You know, I found the people dancing and beating this game.
No, not at all. All the mods, I think that is egregious. That is not what the directors envision. People who, it's like, don't even get me started on people who think easy mode should be a part of this game.
Easy mode,
never.
That's crazy. Easy mode. But no, beating bosses with your brain,
that's wild. That's wild. They had me at
different.
the Dance Dance Revolution, and I was like, "Oh, this is nuts." And then they were like, "I'm gonna do it in my mind." Like I'm like I don't even know how you one up that outside of like maybe beating it by blinking.
Didn't one of them do it dancing like on 2 consoles dancing and on the controller on 2 different consoles at once. I'm pretty sure I saw that somewhere.
I wouldn't be surprised. There are people who beat it with their voice. There are people who beat it with bananas. There's a lot of different ways.
DVR dance pads.
Yeah, that one was like
2 at the
recent.
same time. One DVR dance pad and the other was on controller, and they was doing it at the same time. They was tapping
I'm waiting for
and
someone to
moving
beat
with
with
the
the flute.
controller.
Yeah, there's people who
They
beat
probably
it.
already did it.
They had people like there's one, I think it was like a couple, and like one person held one hand, one side of the controller, the other person did the other side of the controller, and I'm like, that's crazy in sync.
So with that being said, I hereby denounce my controller hood. I'm about to be playing with my feet from now on because I need to be hidden amongst these. I can't be being shown that I'm dog shit every time I play a Soulsborne game on stream or something like that. I can't do this. I can't do this in public. I'm going into hiding. If you see me, I'll be playing it with my feet to justify my actions on Soulsborne games, and that will be all.
Foot cam on stream is wild. That is insane.
Yeah. Hey man, listen. We might have to put that one behind the paywall. I can't in front with you. I ain't gonna lie.
That's on
no.
the Patreon. That's wild. That's
Yeah,
nuts.
man. Tap in. Tap in is coming soon.
Oh no.
All right, moving to the main stories of this week. First and foremost, we had the first official developer direct presented by Xbox and Bethesda on the 25th with some updates on games and a couple of announcements in the tuck. Very, very Nintendo Direct-ish fashion, literally. But yeah, we had some updates on a few games, starting with Minecraft Legends. Got some more word and gameplay on the action strategy games, PvP mode, base building, army building, a lot of that stuff, and the release date of April the 18th. Thoughts on what you saw from Minecraft Legends?
I'm excited.
Sure.
Low key?
I think
Low key.
I think I'm down to try it the same way I was with Dungeons, and I decided that I was gonna hate Microsoft for the foreseeable future after I played Dungeons, but I'm willing to give them a try because I'm such a hardcore Minecraft fan. It is what it is. It's not targeted for me. It's definitely targeted for a way younger audience, but I'm gonna give it a try.
So
yeah, nah, go ahead.
Is this like a tower defense game? I'm assuming.
It's like action tower defense because like you build up your own base and stuff like that, and you can like basically acquire mobs to defend or be in your army, and you can attack castles at the same time.
Clash of Clans 3D.
Interesting.
Basically.
I'm not. I mean, nah. I was gonna say like I'm not against it. I think it's cool, but like, man, I don't know if I got the time for it.
Yeah, definitely. If I miss it, I miss it. Honestly.
Yeah. I liked, what was the other one? It was Minecraft Dungeons, right? Like that one I
Yeah,
I love Diablo, so I was like, this is cool, but at the same time, like I was like, I'm not a huge Minecraft fan, so I was like, it is what
You know
it
what it
is.
was for me? I cleared that shit so fast. I was like, yeah, maybe I'm just growing up.
And that's another thing too, but like that's why in Diablo you be flying through those missions, and like that game I played it, I was like, this is cool, but I already have this. I have enough of this at home. I like what y'all did. I'm sure the Minecraft kids are going crazy on those iPads. But I think I'm good. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Nah, I hear it still. I mean, solid. Honestly, I can't even fault them that much. It is what it is. Cool.
Yeah.
Moving forward, man. The real star of the show here. I'm lying. Forza Motorsport just pulled up and just they show some new gameplay, graphical displays of new Forza setups. It's set to drop at some point in 2023. They said. They had some new info dropping. There's gonna be 100 new cars. Forza Motorsport, guys, come on. Yeah.
No.
I think like this was the best nap I've had during a direct in a while. I think it definitely was like the Logitech one where they did the car thing. That was a good ass nap. But this one is a close second. Like it was a really good nap. I saw the cars driving, and then they were driving, and then they were turning, and then they stopped, and then they drove, and then they turned again. It was kind of bananas. Definitely can't wait to install that on my computer, and then them tell me I'm broke and my graphics card is for babies.
Damn.
Yep. Yeah, no, I hear it. Honestly. Drive. Close look at graphics of you driving. Crash mark, environment, rain, snow, shine, drive. That was the formula I think that happens to every Forza trailer. And I would probably not
you
be
guys
wrong.
not fans of Horizon? The Horizon series?
My graphics card isn't a fan.
Horizon is different. I'm not mad. I haven't played Horizon. I haven't played Horizon in a minute.
I was like, if you can start shitting on Horizon, then that's
Motorsport,
crazy.
I do not care.
Yeah,
Motorsport, I
yeah,
absolutely do not care. Horizon is different. I think Horizon's actually fun the few times I've tried those games, but I haven't played in a while because like I just haven't been in a driving genre for a very long time. I feel like I haven't been like
have
actively
you played
in there.
any of 5?
Any of 5? I have not played any of 5.
Okay.
Nah, I need to tap in honestly, but I've been meaning to, but I was like I feel like again it's like the timing of it because I want to tap in with somebody. I want to tap in with you or whatever, whoever's open. But like I just be like busy or like I don't know. Like when I'm ready, nobody's fucking there. So
I always
I'm
have
reserving
a
time.
driving game installed on my PC just
Fair.
for those moments.
It sounds like we're gonna need the no cooldown rally. Is what it is the stream that
I'm
needs to
here.
happen.
Listen, I need to get my racing gear back on, man. I need to get back into the mix for real. It's been a minute.
I'll definitely
One
download
of
it.
my coworkers just got like a full F1 rig set up, like
Ooh.
curved monitor, the chair actually moves,
moving like
the whole
T-Pain, about to
shebang.
crash this, what the fucking
That was like
do
my
all that
biggest
shit.
thing is like if I ever like I want to upgrade my PC, but I would love to get one of those. But I think I would want a wheel. Like I think I could only really
Yeah.
enjoy it if I'm like doing the whole like
Yeah,
that.
fully immersed in it.
Yeah, I hear it. I'm not gonna lie. There were many a times as a child I was sitting in them seats at the arcade and those racing seats. I'm like, yo, we should definitely like steal this shit. I would love this in my home. Just having the wheel right here. Just the closest I got was Mario Kart Wii with the wheel. That was it. That was the closest we got to glory. But I digress. It is what it is.
Can we
Forza
just
Motorsport.
divert for 1 second? Why the
Yeah.
fuck did they make the wheel for the Switch so small?
I have no idea, honestly. I have no idea, bro.
Look at of course, the remote size is bigger, duh, no shit. But you could just make
I
a
have an
model
exact idea. Toddlers. They want it for
Oh.
toddlers and infantile children.
Kxng is spitting to like all of 7 people who bought that. He is sitting like there are 7 people who are like, yo, facts.
You know-
I'm happy somebody's talking about it.
I didn't even buy it.
This man just acquired it out of nowhere.
I didn't even buy it.
It just spawned. I'm dead. Listen, you got a point though. You got a point. I ain't gonna lie. If I want one, I don't want to freaking.
It's like imagine like the whole growth guys get together and you guys are like, hey, let's play Mario Kart, and then on the video you guys are just like
with the
my
tweezers.
shoulder's too broad for that. Man, my shoulder's too broad for that shit. I might sprain my joint. I might sprain the joint or something. That's crazy. I wouldn't. Yeah, I would pass. But yeah, Forza Motorsport. Okay. All right.
Sure.
Cool. Sure. Yeah. Nice. Anyways, moving on to the actual surprise gem of this, a whole entire presentation. The audience watching the show live definitely got a delightful surprise in that moment as Tango Gameworks, who produced The Evil Within and Ghostwire Tokyo, unveiled a brand new game called Hi-Fi Rush, which is a rhythm-based action title that has you whooping ass to a soundtrack in all sense of the word in a vibrant world akin to Jet Set Radio in form and Sunset Overdrive in function. They said, hey, we also dropping this right now. So it's out now for you guys to play and see. From what I've been looking at, it's been getting rave reviews. People are loving it. Top down all around. It's looking fantastic. I've been waiting to play it. I have it downloaded on my PC right now, but I've been busy at work, so I have not been able to try it, but I want it. How y'all feel about it?
I think it looks really, really cool. And I think the good thing about it is that it caught everyone by surprise.
Yeah.
I think that played into like the big like shock factor and why it's doing so well, because nobody was expecting it. No one could sit there and say, "Oh, this might flop." You know, there was none of that. It's just like, here's the game, go play, and everyone has had fun.
Yeah,
100%.
I've actually played a bit of it. I was playing it yesterday. Honestly, the combat is really fun. Like everything about it is really good. And if you know me, you know that I love surprise announcements. When people announce a game and they say it's available day one, that's already an amazing sign to me. That means you guys you have so much faith in this game, you don't even market it. Like that's a crazy flex. And they didn't need to market it because this game is actually really, really, really fun. It literally gave me that vibe of like when I first played Sunset Overdrive, and I'm like, whoa, Xbox has some good exclusives. Like that was like, it was such a breath of fresh air, because I was like, it's not Halo, it's not Gears, it's not something I've ever seen before. It's an original idea made for Xbox, and it slaps. It's a really, really, really good game. The only issue I have with it is like my monitor makes like the colors so bright that it kind of hurts my eyes, but I couldn't like stop playing it. It was so good. 10 out of 10. I haven't even beat it, but I'd give it a 10 out of 10.
Damn. Yeah, no, I gotta play it now. I'm sorry. This is the first game in a while where I was like, it just made me realize, yo, I got got Game Pass. What am I doing?
Yeah.
I went right to my PC. I downloaded that joint. I like as soon as I find time tonight, I'm playing it. I was getting played, and again, looks fantastic, plays beautifully. And just to speak on, since I haven't played it, just to speak on the concept of it, there was somebody on Twitter that said probably one of the best combinations you could have in gaming right now is a stealth drop and an Xbox Game Pass, like just exclusive or whatever, a day one drop. Immediate access and the immediate intrigue of, oh, this game just came out of nowhere. Immediate, nobody speculates on it, like you said, King. Like nobody has to like have time to actually process, like, oh, is this game gonna be good? It's gonna be bad.
That's a huge problem with like most media in general right now. Like they give us too much, and people just form their opinions because opinions sell. And then it's like, oh yeah, we have press, but it's like it's bad press, and in this case, it doesn't fucking work. Like if people are shitting on your stuff nowadays, it's genuinely gonna fail.
100%. Perception is reality for a lot of these niggas. So it's like it's hard for people to get through that. And you know what? Kudos. This got me really interested in just Tango in general. But again, just speaking from the standpoint of how they rolled out, more games should definitely be doing this, especially indies. Like just drop it on people's head tops, and see what happens. See what they say. Drop it on people's head tops out of nowhere, bro. And I bet you it's gonna be way more positive than you think. Unless your game's ass, well, that's tough. But if you got a good game, definitely drop it on people's head tops out of nowhere. You'll definitely have a much better time in your rollout. 100%. I am, in my opinion. But to speak to Tango, man, honestly, what do you think about they did The Evil Within, then they did Ghostwire Tokyo, then they did this? Like, yo, they're definitely one of the most diverse studios I've ever seen. They're one of the most fluid studios I've seen currently in today's modern day. Like there's a few studios, their range is insane. And there's few studios who could do what they do. Like them, I would say maybe over Insomniac's lifespan, Insomniac. I think Insomniac has good range, but like right now doing Evil Within, jumping to Ghostwire, jumping to Hi-Fi, and all of them have been rated like pretty well.
Yeah, Tango, Ghostwire has like a 9 out of 10 on Steam.
There needs to be some respect put on Tango's name for this, in my opinion, just to be able to execute on this. I gotta see Hi-Fi Rush for myself, but again, based on what everybody's saying, it's super fun and super good. But just to be able to shift gears so hard into different genres like this, again, the range is insane. So I gotta clap it up and give Tango their flowers. They're doing an amazing job. You know what I mean? Solid, man. All right, so moving on to this, we had some Elder Scrolls updates, you know what I'm saying, including a new class in the Arcanist and the upcoming title update called Necrom in June, where players will be heading back to East Morrowind. And to get some people involved, Bethesda are opening up all 20 expansions for a limited time for free, as long as you have access to the base game. So for all 45 fans of ESO, shout out to Brian as well. We see you, my guy. How did you feel about ESO updates? Come on, guys.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought this game. I didn't know this game was still around. I didn't know they were still making stuff for this game. I don't want to hate on it, but I also like don't want to play it either. Like that's kind of just where I'm at. Like sure, bro.
And it's tough because I really love Elder Scrolls. I actually really do enjoy Elder Scrolls. Like
I feel like you're not alone with that.
Yeah.
But it's like, damn.
I don't think there's many of you.
I don't want to play an MMO. I just don't want to play an MMO right now. Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie.
The thing I like about Skyrim, in the MMO mood. Yeah, the thing I like about Skyrim is that like I got to control my experience. Like I don't have to worry about anything else. Like I can do what I want when I want, and I don't gotta pay for expansions. So like, sure, bro, yeah, I got it. Like this is, I guess, sure.
Nah, son. Like what the fuck? Shout out to Brian, man. I literally I was scrolling my timeline and nobody's talking about ESO except for my boy Brian. Like he was like, "Fuck yes, yeah, new class, yeah." I'm like,
Jesus,
my guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you're happy, but hey, I do not care. I do not care, bro. Y'all be all right though. Y'all be all right. Moving on to the last piece here. We got extended view of Redfall and what it has to offer with some focus on the world building, environmental storytelling, new vampire types, open mission structures, and more. Alongside the release date of May the 2nd for the game. Thoughts on what we saw from Redfall?
Sure.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah, it's just like I think this is a kind of game that the hype I think is actually doing more harm for it than good. It doesn't seem like a very complex game by nature. Like that's what I think. Like the hype of like Cyberpunk is different from this. Is that Cyberpunk you had like all these different systems, all these different things you could do. this still kind of
Yeah.
just seems like Left 4 Dead with a twist, and whether it be a good or bad twist, it's just not enough for me to be like super gassed about it right now. I'm definitely like still gonna play it, but I don't think we needed an entire showcase for it. I think we just needed a release date or something. You know, like
Yeah.
nothing super crazy. Just like, hey, we're still coming out, and I'm like, all right, cool, sick. We love that.
This is my opinion. All right. Why did y'all drop this so close to my birthday? First and foremost, I'm like, bro, why did a part of me wants to be obligated. Okay, I've had this thing of where if something drops near my birthday, I have some added incentive to look at it just
Oh, of
because it's
course.
around my birthday. I don't know
Yeah.
why. But like again, like for example, all the Marvel shit used to always dropped around my birthday. Like Spider-Man 1 way back when drops on May 3rd. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh shit, that's my birthday. I gotta go see that shit. You know what I'm saying? Went there. More movies usually drop around my birthday week. Games like long time ago, Brink dropped like May 2nd or 3rd in like 2010 or 2011. Shut the fuck up, one. Let
I
me
didn't
have this.
say anything.
Nah. Your thoughts. It was not the greatest game, but boy was I excited for it. Boy was young me excited for it because it looked very promising. And it was ahead of its time, but it just ran like dog shit. But why do games around my birthday never seem to deliver? I feel like it's a curse. I feel like it's cursed in a certain respect. I need to go back and do some research. But everything around like the first or April 30th to May 7th is just not. It wasn't hitting. I gotta double check that, but I think a majority of them that at least I was looking into weren't. But to speak on Redfall, from what I saw from the gameplay, it looks decent, but it just doesn't look as compelling, man. I don't know if it's the zombie monster shooter, like 4-player co-op first person shooter thing is tuckered out right now, or it looks a little bit stiff from the movement and stuff, which I would like smoother movement. That's why I feel like I'm taking to something like Suicide Squad Killer Justice League way more than other co-op shooters, just because the
Mm.
movement looks super fun and super smooth. It looks like a cool time, but it could slip into that Back for Blood lane where it's like it has that nice buzz at first, but then it just starts to die down really quickly because either there's not enough support, maybe the
It wasn't
campaign's not long
even
enough.
an organic buzz though.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, yeah. And Back for Blood was not organic. But you know what I'm saying? Like it could be even worse. It could be a even quicker drop off than Back for Blood,
Yeah.
so to speak. Honestly.
I feel
So
like a lot of games that are going into that kind of category are gonna be instant drop off just because they're not in any kind of demand at all.
Yeah. It's a really good point. Like not many people are saying like, man, because the thing about Left 4 Dead, that the game that kind of popularized the genre, you can still play that, and you can get it for like
Mm.
$2. And there's so much content in that game that by the time you're done playing Left 4 Dead, you're like, all right, cool, I'm good off this genre entirely.
Yeah.
And Back 4 Blood didn't really
It's like
change the formula enough.
games like Dead by Daylight are always eating. Always. So
always. 'Cause I feel like
it's very hard to do
they had that
do
organic
something
buzz.
new.
That's the difference. They had that organic buzz from when they started because their concept was at least distinct enough, and they supported it consistently when the community kept growing. That's the thing. I feel like the how you start is definitely it's almost entirely like indicative of how where you end up in terms of the space. So, yeah, man, that's tough. That's tough, man. But I mean, Redfall, if it's on sale, I'll check it out. Oh, no,
It's on
it's on
Game
Game
Pass.
Pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Game
gonna
Pass.
say it's on
Game
Game Pass,
Pass.
so it will get a decent amount of
Game
playtime,
Pass.
definitely. But
Game Pass.
I don't think it will be one that will be talked about. Definitely,
Listen,
definitely not.
man, gotta throw a Hail Mary up for the Game Pass. Boy, saving lives. I almost paid money for that. Woof.
Yeah.
All right.
I think if they would have just like did what they did with Hi-Fi with Redfall, it actually would have gotten way more
It would have been
reception.
it would have had a way better
Yeah,
reception.
literally.
Xbox, honestly, the stealth drops, you can't overuse them because they'd be like, all right, when you drop an actual game. But stealth drops might actually be a good, like, like mini tactic for them just to get some buzz around the brand and some extra games that they got, bro. Because again,
I just think
Philly,
because I think the thing
know?
that's killing it is not even that it's a stealth drop. It's like, okay, you say you're gonna have a game, and then you just go quiet, and then you drop something. It's like, oh, cool game. It's like, oh yeah, we're not gonna give it to you for another year.
Mhm.
Within that year, you just do a whole bunch of bullshit marketing that nobody cares for. So it's like if you're gonna go the route of telling us from the get-go, it's like involve us in most of the development stage so we can help you build a game that we want. If not, and you think you got it, you the guy, you him, just drop
Yeah.
that shit surprise. I think those are the two ways to go about it. Otherwise, it's kind of like you just kind of kill your own game by saying too much.
Facts.
think that you guys need to delay it. Like if you knew like I'm going to delay this today or like down the line, you should never announce it in August. You should have announced it. They should have announced it Redfall when they announced it in January, and we would have been more impressed or like engaged. But then they announced it. We were like, cool. Then they delayed it. We're like, oh, whatever. And now it's kind
but
of
then they
whatever.
kept popping up everywhere.
Yeah,
they kept popping up in these different ass places. And I'm like, bro, all right, we don't want to see you till you're ready. Like, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? You're showing too much of your hand, like literally. And the opposite of Black Myth Wukong, because they'll say something. They'll pop up like every 8 months, like, hey, listen, we still alive. We on the way eventually, but you'll see us when you see us. And then we're still intrigued because like there's the mystique around it. Like, oh, cool. You'll come back whenever. You know what I'm saying? But if you're gonna tell us you're gonna show up with something every week and you don't show up with the something the next week, you're like, okay, where are you supposed to be? You're just showing up for the giggles.
It's funny because Wukong is doing exactly what the day before is doing.
Yeah.
It's just funny when you think about it. They're doing the exact same thing, but it's not working for one of them.
I think there's a key difference there, but we can talk about that later. I think there's a slight difference between those two game offerings and what they've shown, but we'll talk about that one in a little bit. Just a quick grade for the developer direct from Xbox. A quick grade.
Letter.
Yeah, letter.
C, because of hi-fi. Like if it wasn't hi-fi, maybe even D.
I think C is
C minus.
I would say a C plus, honestly, just because I think Hi-Fi was that big of a surprise to me, and when I saw it, I was very, very impressed. So I mean, I think that's enough to give it out of a C plus. Minecraft Legends looked somewhat interesting. I like the format in general. Again, I think the Nintendo Direct style thing suits them because they need a lot of ground to cover, and they're gonna need a lot of events to do it. So having this, make it up front, make it again very much seasonal. You get this in this window right next to it. Cool. So not bad of a start, man. Hopefully they have some more heat in the next ones. But yeah, C plus.
Yeah,
cool.
That's a fair one.
Cool. All right, moving down the line, we got some new Wild Hearts gameplay. 5 minutes of action showcasing the Golden Tempest hunt, some in-game weapons like the Claw Blade and some of the craftables that you can employ to get the job done on these hunts. Thoughts on the new gameplay for Wild Hearts?
Yeah, you go first.
I own Monster Hunter.
Dang.
When I watch, I'm just like, Monster Hunter's on Game Pass too now. Like that's tough. It's hard. This is a genre like you said, like it's a genre that not many people are like. I want somebody to make another Monster Hunter game. Like we have a lot actually.
We have Monster Hunter at home, but it actually is better.
Like it's on almost every system. It's on Game Pass now. Like you want me to spend $60-$70 on another Monster Hunter? I don't know, bro.
Yeah. I was hoping, I don't know what I was hoping for. I was just hoping it would be a bit different, and it wasn't at all.
I'm not gonna lie, it looks alright, but
Yeah,
the thing
like,
that was cool about it was the craftables. Honestly, the way that was like it got built up in the scene, that looks really cool. I love that. That's awesome. But I just play Monster Hunter, bro. It's kind of really tough to break into this lane when Monster Hunter has such a like grip on everything that is a monster again hunting game. It's literally called Monster Hunter. How the hell you gonna beat the niggas who literally took the name? It's like you want to be sniper, but the person's name is the best sniper. Like, bro, you gotta pick like the second best sniper, the best sniper 01. You're not the direct one. So it's a tough battle to climb. I mean, it'll definitely find some footing, but I just don't see it being as crazy as a Monster Hunter, or at least trying to overtake the throne in a sense. But looks cool. Has some dope stuff in it. But I don't think it's my cup of tea. If I do, I just go Monster Hunter, to be real.
Definitely.
It
can definitely get skipped.
Like it's hard to dethrone somebody who has had no competition. But the thing is, like, it's not like you're making a basketball game where like we want a new we need something different than 2K.
Facts.
It's like
they don't need competition because they actually do stuff consistently.
Like every Monster Hunter game that has come out in recent years since like Monster Hunter 3, which was on the 3DS, has been insanely good. They all have great things in them, and every single one is an improvement on the last one. So like the only way they could have beat them is if they were like, we made the exact same game as them, but we have cross-play. But you actually cannot do that legally. So again, like you're playing against somebody who's has too much skin in the game, man.
Hey, man, It's
Usually
crazy.
how it goes, unfortunately.
Yep. Uphill battles, baby. Sometimes heart just ain't enough, man. Sometimes heart just ain't enough.
Wow.
Bars. Bars. Who said I
Wow.
couldn't rhyme? Who said I couldn't rhyme, man? Let them know. All right, moving on to the next story. We had some new info pop up about Skate, including the reveal of the new city of San Vansterdam, the long-term vision to support the singular, will support the game, not with a singular, I'm about to say like iterations of it, but basically no sequels, just a long form vision. So they're going to support it with multiple content updates. It'll be a living game, so to speak. Pretty much MMO like, if we're going to be likening it to anything. I think that's what they said in the video as well, kind of more MMO style, just supporting it with different content updates over time. Collabo zones that many players can drop into and build a bunch of stuff off of to skate or fall into, just huge sandboxes around the city, and a careful plan to address microtransactions, including not being pay to win, no map areas locked behind paywalls, no paid loot boxes, and no paid gameplay advantages for their form of seasonal pass / direct purchase of a system. So, thoughts on all the new info from Skate and the team?
I think I'm enjoying the communication.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
really enjoying the communication. It's making me very, very like happy.
Yeah.
yeah,
Very happy about the progress of the game.
it's really cool because like not many people are this transparent, but they know that their
Yeah.
community is very. I think they know that their community is kind of hesitant because like of EA, and they're just like, yo, we want to just let you guys know we're working on something really really good. We're trying to make this like we're trying to compromise and give you the best gaming experience while also giving us a good game to like profit off of.
Yeah.
I love the no microtransactions. My biggest concern is how they're gonna make money, but I'm sure they'll find a way. But I think they're on a really good path.
Yeah, I think it is that seasonal pass like thing style. Like they'll have unlockables and things like that. You can probably like buy like stars or whatever to get season pass levels, and it's gonna be all customizable things that you could probably directly purchase, like skin packs or deck packs and stuff,
Mm.
like little things that are purely cosmetic. I feel like that's what they said before in the last update as well. But again, hats off to the entire run that they've had so far with communication, transparency, and just announcing things as they come. This was probably the most like stressful thing that they probably had to deliver. They had to say, "Hey, listen, we have to make some type of season pass, some type of microtransaction type
Yeah.
of system," but they laid down these ground rules very strongly, and these
Yeah.
are the guiding things of what people do not want to see. So
Yeah.
they're following the code correctly.
It's what they did that was good is that they left nothing to imagination.
Hmm.
It's like they didn't tweet something and it's like, oh my god, but if they're not doing that, that means they're doing this and this and this. There was none of that. It was like, this is straight to the point. Look, you guys know what company we're under. You guys know the deal. We gotta
Like, we
pay
got-
some money somehow, but we're
gotta
gonna
make
do
it-
it in a way that doesn't harm you guys. So
Mhm.
I'm happy with that.
Facts, 100%. So the way that again, the way that they addressed it, plain up, and then they provided those guiding principles of how they're addressing it was a huge plus to hear. That's not, you don't get that type of transparency
Yeah.
from the rip from a company under EA, especially. That's something that's very positive to see, in my opinion. And again, on top of all the other great stuff that they were talking about, the collabo zones, I am so interested to see. Just you can just build whatever in some certain type of space, and you can have again skate battles, like like spot battles or a hall of meat
Yeah.
thing. They can just build up and do whatever kinds of wacky ass creations. That sounds super dope. I'm ready to see all the kind of the ins and outs of San Vansterdam. That looks pretty dope. And I honestly think that the vision of them doing one kind of big game with content updates like an MMO is smart. I think it is
Yeah.
smart,
For a game like this. Yeah.
especially for a game like Skate, because outside of maybe like if they're gonna do a single player campaign, cool, but there's not much beyond that, and people are gonna really spend most of their time in the mode past single player, in the multiplayer zones, in the free
Mm.
skates, and all that stuff. So you can have time to do a DLC. This is one of those rare situations where I don't think they need to show their whole hand off the rip. They definitely have enough in their locker to be like, oh yeah, we can extend to this zone when for free when it's down
Yeah.
the
I
line. We can
mean,
add a single player campaign down the line, but people just want to come to explore the world, skate, and
yeah.
have those little games. As long as you have that base offering there, That's more than enough to satisfy the skate base for a good
This is
amount
not
of
one
time
of
for
those
that next
games that is defined by the game. It's defined by the community, and
100%.
we're gonna have more than enough fun.
100%, man. 100%. It's crazy, but again, skate community's always been one of the top communities, in my opinion, in gaming in general, because they've been so supportive, so collaborative, and people were still making Skate 3 videos to this day. They still making Skate 3 videos. Very supportive, a community that's very set up for longevity. So you don't even need to go crazy, but I'm pretty sure the skate team will go pretty crazy with all the stuff that they can provide for the fans. So they're doing everything right so far, man. Everything is thumbs up, and I can't wait to see what they do next. Yeah, pretty solid, man. So
Shame on you
moving.
to all of those scare free creators that moved on to Riders Republic.
Riders. Ooh, wee. Ouch. Haven't heard that name in a long time, soldier.
That and ESO are just two games that I keep forgetting exist. Like, all right, we're just gonna keep naming games that when forgot are around.
Oh man.
Riders Republic, sweet Jesus. That's a doozy right there. Anyways, moving on. So Twitch has been trying to get in gear this year and get moving on some projects that they want to execute in 2023, including sound bites and first party sound alerts, updates to the cheer system, September like local events, sponsored channel skins and clickable graphics, tools to edit clips vertically for shorts with pinned clips, title emotes, and apparently a Twitch clip discovery system, if I'm saying that correctly. They just wanted to introduce basically this part on mobile where you can scroll through clips vertically like a TikTok or YouTube Shorts. That will allow people to see different kinds of content, new channels, and hopefully boost some type of discoverability on the platform. So, thoughts on all this movement from Twitch? They trying to get stuff rolling.
That's kind of late. Like, I don't want to be. I don't like. I hate that every time we talk about Twitch, I feel like I'm the registered Twitch hater. But it's just like, dog. YouTube had shorts. Like, this is almost a year since YouTube has had shorts. YouTube is talking about monetization on their shorts, and you're telling me now, Twitch that has a built-in clip function. They have a built-in way of you getting clips for your things. And like, they have this, and you just did it. You just turned that on, bro. Y'all are sleeping at the wheel, bro.
Listen,
that's all that news. That's all that says to me. It's just like, oh my god, YouTube is actually gonna kill us. Let's do something about it.
We gotta move.
That's all that says to me.
No lies, man. No lies. I do also want to point out that ever since King pointed out you take a deep breath before you go in on motherfuckers, I can't get it out of my head. You literally just did it there. We're gonna have by the time this pod hits episode 100, we're gonna have a compilation of you breathing deeply before you go crazy on people. I just want to let you know. It's the only time I'm gonna mention it outright, because I'm just gonna keep in tabs in my head. That's all. That's literally it. It's literally it. But to all those the first part of those changes, I mean, cool, awesome. The clip, the edit, the vertical edit shorts, that would be nice. That would be cool to edit if people have stuff like straight from Twitch. That would be cool to have. Out of the rest of these, I'm like, all right, whatever, thumbs up. I don't know if I'm gonna use it or not. Shrug. Twitch discovery system. You are so late. It took YouTube beating you over the head. Like, hey, we on your ass, homie, to get up and like, oh shit, we gotta get up, man. Where's the discoverability tool, man? Where is it at? It took y'all about 8 shots to the mouth after getting punched on by YouTube. Be like, oh yeah, we gotta kind of fight back now. Better late than never. I'm not gonna lie, better late than never, but it's only on mobile. Is it only on mobile, or is it on the site as well? Because listen, there's so many implementation worries with this thing. I feel like there might be a slight problem, and there's going to be some part of this where Twitch fucks up, and they're going to have to redo everything, or they're going to leave it as is if people are going to complain about it. The fact of you rushing and playing catch up, something will be mistaken. Some mistake will be made in this process if you're going to keep rushing to catch up like this in 2023. You should have thought of it years ago, but we're here. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is at this point, but better late than never. But I'm wondering how it's going to turn out. And how many people actually use Twitch on their phones. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it is way more than I
Actually, it's
anticipate.
actually quite a lot.
Maybe it's way more than I anticipate. Then that's cool. But are you gonna keep it natively on the phone, or are you actually gonna have it on browser as well? You know what I'm saying? Like,
But
there's
I
a
feel
lot of
like
considerations to be
as a
made
creator, I feel like it would be more helpful to have
on the
that on
browser,
the phone. Yeah,
on the phone.
on the
About to
phone
say,
app.
yeah.
I would say on the phone app, just because
No,
it's so simple.
I
Like you can finish the stream and go through your clips and just be like, all right, cool, cut that up, boom, post. All right.
I can agree with that.
Like
I can agree with
it's
that.
super simple.
Yeah. But then that's also my gripe with like apps in general. I would love to have a browser version because I know me, I don't know why I
Yeah.
like operating from the browser so much, but like TikTok's editor on browser, ass. I do not
Yeah.
like it. I'm like,
Oh
bro, can you
yeah,
just
for
give it,
sure, for sure.
give us the tools one to one. Instagram is probably the best of the. Actually, you know what? It might be Instagram or YouTube that's probably the best of the bunch. But either way, I'm just like, nah, it's probably YouTube because interconnected with the studio stuff. I can just
Yeah.
drop right into shorts. But
Yeah, YouTube definitely up
it's
there.
still
My
there's
Instagram is
still
good too.
it's still a gap between all of them and their app versions. I'm like, bro, can we just have some parity there and like just at least some type of fail safes to make it somewhat close to it? Like I can't access any sounds from the desktop version on TikTok.
Yep.
I can't really access any of the filters or anything like that for stuff I can edit on. Like it's I get it. There's some things that are indicative of like you need the camera things and the camera features and functions to work, but there's some things you can definitely patch in with the editor that you can easily put onto a desktop version. And that's the
Yeah.
thing where I'm like, have some functionality for the desktop version as well. That's my main gripe, just from my personal standpoint as a consumer.
Or even just let us use the mobile site on the desktop. Like if that's what it takes, like just let me like
True.
sign in
True.
as a phone or whatever the fuck.
Yep. Because I can use my camera right here and do something. If that's the case, I can make it work for if we can get the filters and effects coming through this, like that works as well. But you know, again, it's better late than never from Twitch. But there's still a lot of work to be done to make sure there's parity across all this stuff to make sure it's the best rollout possible. So yeah, it is what it is, man. Hey man, we got to get serious real quick, man. Good people of the gaming community. It's time to lay Fallen Soldier down to rest. I'm probably gonna insert the tap song, the tam. I think just real quick. I need all the caps off. You know what I'm saying? Please bow your heads. You know what I'm saying? Hands in a salute position if you're, you know what I'm saying, of the military force. And please hover your fingers over the F key in the chat for Marvel's Avengers, as it has been announced that the game will shut down support on September 30th. The servers will remain up for a single player and multiplayer for as long as possible. But real quick, just a moment of silence for Marvel's Avengers, man. One time. Okay, moment's over. So all the cosmetics going to be released to the players of the game. Their final update is going to be on March 31st. How do you guys feel about Marvel's Avengers closing down?
We're 3 for 3 on games that I forgot were still around. That apparently things are still happening too. Cool, I guess. I'm happy I didn't spend money on this. That's the only solace I have with this franchise.
Bro.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, bro. That's this.
Hold on, baby. Back up, baby. Back up.
That is my
smoking on that
story.
Crystal Dynamics pack. Smoking on that Crystal Dynamics.
That is my only reaction to that shit.
Bro.
Because it's just like you know what? I know that there's a thriving community, right? And there's gonna be a lot of people that are upset about this. But at the same time, this game was dying from the start. Like this was inevitable. Like literally.
This game was so divisive that it made people turn into like licensing experts. People were like like typing in, they started learning what it means to own a license if other people are allowed to use the IP. Like people were becoming paralegals in the span of this game releasing. Like there's just nothing.
Listen, it's not their time. They're under contract with the, you know what I'm saying? You got to hold it down. Listen, like
they said they're bringing in Spider-Man. Is Spider-Man from the Insomniac? Are they allowed to know? Please, like
nigga, yo, when you got to do all that, that's when you know the game is not fun. They're focused on everything except the gameplay because they know we cannot talk about that, bro.
No.
This game was super cheeks, bro. Like it was actually like, oh my gosh. I thought the beta was all right, but then I was like, bro, it's not really justifying it too much. And then the full, listen,
it was Thanos level cheeks.
Thanos level cheeks. The level of where the level where Ant-Man should have went in between them to kill him type beat. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy.
There are 279 people playing this game in the whole world right now.
I don't believe that.
279.
I don't believe that. They're all paid actors.
It's crazy.
I mean, if you paid me money, I'd play the game.
That's crazy. Even then, that's a stretch. I came in front of you, bro. Listen, this game has been buggy. Game has been laggy.
My people got this game for Christmas, though.
Delayed. For Christmas?
December had 532 average.
Give me coal. Give me coal.
You know, a lot of grandmas were walking in like, he loves Marvel. Is there like a Marvel? Is there like an Avengers game? And the GameStop dude was like, yeah.
Facts.
And they're like,
hey, when did this game release?
What, 2020?
I want to say it was out before 2020.
If it was 2019, that's egregious.
You drop it on 2019 in that state is nasty.
4th of September 2020.
Oh.
Yeah, it's 2020. Yeah, I remember it was
4th of September? All right, cool. So then people were like, oh, it's like, COVID.
Oh my God. So the month...
You came in prime COVID. You flopped in prime COVID. You flopped in prime COVID when everybody was home.
28K peak. The month it dropped 28K
28,
peak.
and that was it? Yeah, it was DOA. It was DOA. It was DOA.
The month after?
It was DOA.
3K.
That's wild. That's
DOA, bro. DOA.
Oh my God.
DOA, man. That shit is crazy.
Oh my. Yeah,
bro, listen. I just want to say this real quick. This was a very damaging game, bro. Because of this game, people did not give Guardians of the Galaxy a good fair shake.
Bro, I did not have faith.
But because of this game,
I was one of those people.
People are casting doubt over every subsequent Marvel release in any game from any company ever. Everything is under scrutiny from a game standpoint because of this game. It's wild how much of potentially irreparable damage this title has done to Marvel as an IP in the gaming space. Like, it's tough. You lucky Spider-Man and them stand alone. You lucky Insomniac and them is chilling by themselves over there. Miles Morales, it got nothing to do with y'all. Y'all lucky that's different. But everybody else, under scrutiny. Captain America game that's set to come out, that's set to drop in a few years' time, under scrutiny. That's that. Anything that doesn't have Insomniac's name on it is under scrutiny. Midnight Suns is under scrutiny. Like, come on, bro.
Well, I think that game is really good in parts. There are parts that are fantastic, but man,
I heard some cheesy stuff in there. I heard there's some hokey things in there, bro.
Let me put it this way: if I could skip every single piece of dialogue in that game and just go from battle to battle, that game would be perfect. It literally would be one of the greatest games I've ever played in my life. But the fact that I gotta like build a friendship with Doctor Strange for him to care about me, this man is 45. What are we talking about here, bro? Like, let's get here and let's fight the demons. I shouldn't have to walk around the palace to talk to Doctor Strange and make sure that me and him are on good terms. Like, let's go, bro.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Probably one of the greatest fiscal and economical choices I've ever made was to play that beta and decide that game was not worth my money. You see, it was that and Jump Force. That are probably my two greatest.
Ooh, that was a good beta to play.
Those are my two greatest. Those are my two greatest decisions to not play those games because I would have wasted almost $200 with both of them combined. I was like, my friends were convincing me to get the $100 version of Jump Force, bro. They were convincing me. I was like, bro, I played the beta. I'm not sure yet. Let's just see how it works when it come out.
That's insane.
Ass when it dropped. Ass.
Yo, bro, if you would have told me to buy, if you made me buy Jump Force, bro, I would jump you with force like that. You would get beat up.
Son, but back to the topic though. Listen, Marvel's Avengers, we hardly knew ye, and I wish I knew ye less. This joint was not, it wasn't hitting, bro. It wasn't hitting. Good riddance. Let's move on and hopefully recover Marvel's reputation in games over time. You know what I'm saying? Rest in piss, Bozo. You gotta rest in piss, man. I'm sorry. Dishonorable.
Jump Force has 72 active players.
Oh my god. They're all Tripp's friends.
and they're still within earshot of Marvel's Avengers. It's only 200 less when you think about it. That's crazy. Yo, bro, end them servers tonight, bro. You don't even gotta wait till September. End them joints tonight. Drop it off. Like, save yourself some money, bro. And man, nobody want to see that shit. Anyways, moving forward to the trailer trove. You know what I'm saying? The segment of the show, we're talking about a bit more watchable media. You know what I'm saying? TV, anime, all that stuff like that. So first and foremost, it has been confirmed that DC's Titans and Doom Patrol have been canceled by HBO Max, and that they will run their final course of their current season and be done after that. Now, James Gunn said the decision preceded his time as co-president over DC, so that last regime definitely did pull the trigger and get rid of it before things switched over. So thoughts on this? Thoughts on these couple shows getting out of here?
Has anyone even watched Doom Patrol?
I wanted to.
People said Doom Patrol was actually really good.
That's what I heard too. Really good. I heard it was a sleeper.
I'm more set on Doom Patrol. I'm pretty sure Brendan Fraser's in there.
Brendan Fraser is in there. That was his first acting role in a long ass time.
Yeah, that was first acting gig back. So I'm like, I got it off the strength of that alone. I gotta show that credence. But people said it was actually really good. For a good majority of the show was actually really, really good. Titans, I have no idea.
Titans got good. Titans did start good.
Okay.
But I didn't even know about Doom Patrol.
Yeah. They were both like the stepchild. It just felt like they were like, no. Like, yeah, we got these shows, but they weren't really pushing them. The fact that, like, it sucks because I haven't watched either of these shows, and now that they're canceled, there's very little chance that I will watch these shows. Maybe Doom Patrol, just because I don't know anything about Doom Patrol, and I'm a DC head. I've seen like an episode of Batman: Brave and the Bold where they had him in there, and I was like, this looks kind of nuts. Let me tap in. But like DC Titans, I very much doubt I'll watch it because it got canceled. Shout out to Warner Brothers, man. I don't know how you could just go and just cancel shows left and right and just still be like, no, we're still in business, crazy, bro. Like, imagine if like
we got a chance.
Imagine if you were in a restaurant, bro, and like half of the plates kept getting sent back, and you were like, "Am I good to eat here?" They're like, "No, we're doing great, bro. We're cooking. We're cooking.
The next one's coming.
We got two head chefs. We got two new head chefs." And you're like, "Yo, you guys are head chefs?" Like, yeah, but like a lot of these decisions are out of our hands. Like, so what does it matter?
Yeah, the shit. It's looking real crazy on this part. But yeah, man, it's tough that the show's getting canceled, but a part of it is needed in general, not for these two shows specifically, but generally, I will continue to say that the decision to cancel and reset a lot of this shit is justified. It sucks that people, from a branding standpoint, yes, but from a people getting fired and laid off standpoint, this sucks dick. So let me get that in the clear. You know what I'm saying? That sucks that people are, getting laid off from the job and stuff like that because of all this reshuffle stuff. But for the lifeblood of actual DC not being a terrible brand and just ass at what they do, they needed to reset a lot of this stuff. So, it's a sucky situation, but it is what it is, man. I actually do want to watch Doom Patrol. And even though it's going to get canceled, I will watch Doom Patrol. Titans, you were there. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. Appreciate your time. All right, moving forward. If you haven't heard this week, man, that dude Justin Roiland, the co-creator of Rick and Morty and the co-founder of Squanch Games, who made High on Life, has resigned from the studio and has been excommunicated from Adult Swim and the show Rick and Morty and the games and the game studio Squanch Games due to his involvement with minors, domestic abuse allegations, and other heinous shit that has surfaced over the past week and change. Both the studio and Rick and Morty have decided that they will continue with future content and seasons and all that good stuff. So thoughts on this? People have been saying they should end the show. People ain't saying they should just get rid of the game studio, to clear house. I mean, thoughts on all this?
Oof, man, that's nuts. Like, imagine walking into work that day, bro. Like, and that's what's crazy, man, is like one person can ruin so many jobs. So many jobs. It's not even funny. Damn, son. Like, yeah.
I think it's kind of funny that all of this shit can just continue.
Yeah.
He was that useless in a sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you think about it, like the turnaround for that decision was like that.
Yeah.
Basically. So the fact that they could just turn around and do that just shows Like, what the fuck?
That's also true.
It's like the thing is with me, I was never a huge Rick and Morty fan. I wasn't really a huge Justin Roiland fan. Like I said I was gonna play High on Life, and now same way with like Harry Potter, man. I didn't get into it when it was hype. I found out the person sucks. I don't gotta do it now. So like I don't gotta play High on Life anymore, which is sick. So I can play something else. But it's just wild to me that like this happened, and honestly, like no, like I think that they could. I think they're gonna be fine. Truthfully,
Yeah, I think they will too.
if they don't have like, I mean, you don't need him really. Like it is what it is. Like yo, bro's a scumbag, horrible person. We're just gonna move on without him. It just sucks that like they probably had plans for another game. They probably had plans for another High on Life or another Trevor's or whatever game that they had. I was never a huge fan of like the humor in and of itself. Just because like that shit gets old after a while for me. But like,
yeah,
sorry to all the Rick and Morty fans, but I haven't heard somebody be like, man, that was an amazing Rick and Morty season in a long ass time. So like, hey, it is what it is. We keep on moving. I think it sucks that Rick and Morty was made by two people, and now one person has to do the job of the entire other creator. I think that sucks. Like, I'd be pissed. Like, bro, you kind of screwed me on this because you want to be a horrible person. But I'm also happy that I don't have to work with you anymore. Like, I'm happy. Like, me personally, if I was co-creator of Rick and Morty and it just felt like too much, I think it would be best to cancel it than to like try to make this shit work. But at the same time, like I think that show is too big to be canceled. I feel like even if the other creator left, they'd be like, nah, let's see if we can do a season without him and see what happens. But Rip Bozo, it is what it is.
Honestly, there have been some really, really, really good impression voices done though. From people
so many. There was that one guy from TikTok. That one dude from TikTok. I know exactly who you're talking about too. That dude is lit. Like
he did
so close.
Like the other voices definitely need to be worked on, but Morty specifically, like I was like, whoa, that's good. Like someone should really get in contact with you. That is a good impression.
Facts.
And he's an experienced voice actor anyway, I saw. So it's like people are like, oh, but do you have voice acting experience? It's like, oh, no shit, bro. Like listen to him. Of course he does.
I have not scumbag experience. I have a zero of that. So I think I'm a pretty good shoo-in.
Being a potential sex offender and abuser is not on my resume, guys.
It's like
this is a plus.
You're already ahead of the last guy.
But yeah, this is one of the cases where I am so happy that they're not actually stopping the IP because again, so many jobs are fucked up over this one. Like just again, specifically for this reasoning, like bro, you can definitely replace him. It's definitely replaceable for one, and two, I don't think anybody's the whole shit deserves to get shut down over some bullshit like that like one person's actions fucks up the whole organization. That's kind of fucked up in my opinion. So I'm glad that they're finding a way to keep pushing forward through that, through the situation, even though he was, somewhere at the top and involved in all the stuff up to this point. Rip Bozo, get packed up, get him out of here and keep moving forward. That's all I ask. All right. Pushing forward to the last story of the trailer trove here. Keen eyes have been seeing a lot of movement on an Invincible movie. And that looks like it has some legs after some comments from the series creator Rob Kirkman came through that the success of the show helped it massively to get to that point where a movie might definitely happen. Now, conversations are apparently happening all the time at Universal, and the Invincible film is showing some signs of life. So thoughts on live action Invincible?
Live action? I didn't know it was live action. I'm worried.
I am worried too, but with the success of The Boys, I don't think I'm too worried. That's
okay. You bring a great point. Like you bring a great point.
Adult superhero live action has been done well in recent times, and it's not like this show has to be as gory or as horrible, whatever. I think what's gonna suck is the voice. J.K. Simmons can't play. What's his face? That's what sucks. But I don't know. Like I think shit. I mean, I don't want to say throw Homelander.
Actually, wait.
What?
Could he?
I don't know. I think he's just too old.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that picture of him? He's like jacked out right now.
Jacked. J.K. Simmons move like Netero, bro. Honestly, he could probably do it.
I feel like he
have faith in y'all.
Pull it off.
Honest, I'm dead serious, bro. If there's any old nigga in Hollywood that could probably do it, he's one of those people. He's definitely one of those people.
Yeah,
I think they could get him in enough shots for them to get people to cover him for other shots.
And you know what? If not him, I already know one replacement. John Hamm. John Hamm would be a good. He would be a fantastic Omni-Man. He would be a great Omni-Man.
That's kind of hard.
John Hamm would be lovely. John Hamm would be perfect for Omni-Man. If you seen how he kind of acted in what's it called, Baby Driver?
Yes, Baby Driver. Yes,
and you crank that up a couple notches to make him more unhinged and loud and projecting. That's the perfect Omni-Man. John Hamm, stop them progressive commercials. You got work to do, buddy. You got a job now. You got a job.
Stop trying to bang Flo. We need to get you on the big screen right now.
Now, for reals, I'll tell you, John Hamm would be perfect, bro. Finding an Invincible would be that would be the next question. I don't know who would be a good Invincible.
Oh my god, people have already done it. People have already photoshopped this guy's face onto an Omni-Man suit. It looks insane. Yes, yes, people have done it already, and it looks insane. Told you, man.
The people know. The people know. They know. They know. John Hamm. John Hamm
looks so good.
I would not have any other person besides John Hamm do it. Honestly, I feel like John Hamm could do that very, very well.
The only other person I could think of with like that same like face and like menacing just like aura is the dude who played Negan in Walking Dead.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know if
Jeffrey
he would be able to. I haven't.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Yeah. Like I could see maybe him, something like that, but.
I don't know if you guys can quickly take a peek at Discord just so you can actually see what I've reacted to. But
yeah, that's perfect. Oh yeah.
Like, let me see if I can.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna try and put it. I'm gonna try and like insert it. Yeah, no, I don't know if you can insert it into the screen or whatever.
No, I'd have to do a lot.
Oh yeah, no, never mind. But that's crazy.
Actually, wait a minute. I could put it on my face, maybe. No, I can't. Wait. Maybe.
You can do it on the preview. Yeah, but no. Again, just to say, who would be a good Invincible though? That's again. Those are the two most important characters, at least at this point in the movie. Or if you're gonna do it like from the beginning to a certain point, them and
some idiot on the internet is gonna say Tyler Lautner.
Taylor Lautner?
Yeah, someone on the internet is gonna say it. Someone on the internet is gonna say it, bro.
Nah, I'm good.
He's like
Someone's gonna say it, bro.
He's not
and then after that, someone is gonna say Tom Hiddleston.
Oh my! They're like 45.
Hear me out.
They're like 45 and 35, bro. How does that fit? We need a young child, bro, and not Tom Holland.
All right, damn. Never mind.
Never mind. We're not going Tom Holland. We're not going Tom Holland, bro. He can't be every happy-go-lucky like young kid, bro.
I think he can.
He can't. He can't, man. We can't do this every time. No disrespect to Tom Holland. But come on, dog.
All right. So hear me out. What is Timothée Chalamet doing right now?
Oh my!
No, bro. People are saying the kid that plays Beast Boy in the DC.
See, I didn't see Titans, so I don't know.
Like, sure, bro.
See how that comes around.
People are trying to say Henry Cavill, and I'm just like, no, bro. Not for Invincible. For
Omni-Man? No. You're not gonna ruin You're not gonna ruin Superman for that. You're not gonna ruin him for that. I'm sorry. We're not gonna risk that. Oh my gosh. Nah, they might be right. They might be onto something.
What with the Beast Boy?
This dude Beast Boy. I'm seeing his face. His name is Ryan Potter. Oh my. Nah. They might be onto something. They might be onto something right here, folks.
Oh, damn.
It would be crazy to see. Like, look at the next thing that I'm gonna stop in Discord.
If you're watching it live, type in Ryan Potter Titans. This guy could.
Is this Henry Cavill as
yes,
Omni-Man?
bro? It looks kind of crazy.
He looks
good.
But I haven't seen a Henry Cavill performance of like I'm going to kill you. But I haven't seen many Henry Cavill performances. That's the thing.
I've never really seen him in that role. The closest I have been is like Superman in certain parts of Man of Steel when he's like he gotta talk that shit to Zod. That was really, and he's Superman. That's a Superman he's either calm, cool, and collected or pushed to his limit as a hero. I don't see him in that enemy type role. Or yeah, he not really at all. Honestly, he was getting his ass whooped by Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible when he reloaded his hands, but then that
Oh,
was it.
that was hard.
Like,
Yeah,
that
that was cool. That was
I'll
cool.
never not be cool.
not really like an out and out like loud like angry villain. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't see it with Henry Cavill. That's all I'm saying. I don't see it with Cavill.
Oh, that's so funny.
That's crazy, man. We gonna figure it out at some point, but holy hell. Let me move down the list, man. All I'm saying is if there's any movie that's possible, Invincible could definitely be possible. And Wen's
Yeah.
point of the
Now,
boys being
since Wen said the boys, yeah, I'm like, okay, this could be a very fucking good film.
100%, 100%. The trains, they don't know,
Bro.
oh.
I'm not watching that in
to-
theaters. Like even if it's good, I'm not watching it in theaters. I'm gonna have to be at home because I have to turn things off, man. I'm gonna have to be like,
I need to read I need to read these compendiums. I have the first two. I need to go finish those and get the third. I need to read Invincible. Damn it. That was the universe telling me something. I need to go read Invincible. All right, cool. Good to know. All right, moving on out of the trailer trope into the last couple stories of the week here. A really big story here from Naughty Dog, and specifically co-president Neil Druckmann. He had a note on a couple of things. First and foremost, Druckmann provided some note about Uncharted and the Uncharted series, and he stated that the studio has officially moved on from the IP and are focusing on other projects. So Uncharted is in the closet, it's done and dusted, it's out of there, it's put in a box away, time capsule, all that stuff, man. It's done. How do you feel about Uncharted? They're moving on from Uncharted. It's out of here.
sure. Like the gameplay I think is like is timeless. I think the gameplay of Uncharted is timeless. I think the story is done though. Like
the story is done.
It's kind of like Max Payne for me. It's like I love Max Payne, but I would not want a Max Payne 4, but I would love for them to be like, we're gonna take this gameplay and put it into something else, kind of thing. I think Naughty Dog does great work with third-person shooters or third-person action-adventure games. I'm happy that they're not trying to blow this out of proportion. Like I'm happy they're like, yo, we're good off of this. And I can't wait to see what they do next.
Yeah. Wow. Like I'm proud of y'all. I'm so proud of y'all. Like it's like, yo, niggas was like, yo, where's Uncharted 5? Where's Uncharted 6? And they're like, bro, there's nothing there. Bravo. Just wonderful decision making.
They know when to cut it.
They knew when to cut it. Let the legacy of Uncharted hang. Don't add to it. You don't need to do anything else right now to try and overextend your bounds, because that's how empires fall. Just know your limit right there. And they figured out the limit, and they're like, yo, listen, Uncharted's done. This is again so smart, and in an industry driven by loyalty to brands, familiarity, and money at the end of the day, but based on a lot of those factors of familiarity, loyalty, and just experiences that are just similar, but they try and feel fresh. This is a very good decision. This is a very smart decision in the long-term standing of a game's legacy, of an IP's legacy, of a studio's legacy. This is a smart move, and I wish more studios would do this. Oh, Activision, I'm looking at y'all, but there's wow, very smart decision, and I cannot be more happy and proud of them for making that decision. Like sometimes you just got to move on, man. Sometimes you guys got to keep pushing forward, and I respect them. I respect the hell out of them for making this type of decision and doing it, bro. Damn, that I ain't gonna lie. That one made me. I was like, yo, I'm proud of y'all, man. That was a real like father son moment. I felt like, I felt proud of my soul. Like, bro, y'all made the right decision out here, man. But anyways, moving on to the second major news note from Neil Druckmann's interview here. It was a statement on the potential for a Last of Us Part 3, as Druckmann was quoted saying, if we can come up with a compelling story that has a universal message and statement about love, then we will tell that story. If we can't come up with something, we have a very strong ending with Part 2, and that will be the end. So
another smart decision.
not afraid of leaving it all on the table. How y'all feel about that?
That's fine.
Yeah, yeah. It's funny because it low key feels like they're cleaning house, or at least like setting expectations. Like, yo, I understand we've remade Last of Us 1 like 7 times now, but don't expect us to keep going with this. We're gonna give you guys the multiplayer, and then we're gonna bow out. Beautiful, beautiful. Honestly, knowing when to stop a franchise. Many people don't know how to do that, and
honestly,
it's
oh my god.
I'd rather them try something new, and then maybe years down the line, if they literally make zero money, which I think is almost impossible for that studio, if they make zero money, they could easily just bust out and be like, Last of Us, Detroit, or whatever, and like it's like a whole different like side story with different people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and the game could literally not even be about the Last of Us. It could just be like a POV of modern day Detroit, just walking through the streets like a walkthrough simulator, bro. That's enough
shout
money
outs
on its
to
own. That's
EMP.
enough. That's enough for Disaster Zone in and of itself. But you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Again, another very smart comment. I'm just like, yes, just for the legacy and longevity of a game's perception, seeing too much of it is like, damn, bro, that's kind of crazy. Like, it's very damaging to a brand when you're overextending yourself and being everywhere, especially with a brand like Last of Us, because you're going into other mediums now. Like, again, this wasn't reported until like earlier today, but the Last of Us 2 just got renewed for season 2. Literally today, it got renewed for season 2, a few hours ago, actually. So they're already set up for success on a TV front. Who knows where that might go? You know, they may spawn into a Last of Us movie or whatever. This is a situation where IPs that they're dealing with could really have a life of their own in the future on other places. So they don't need to necessarily overload the entire system, because you're going to have some people working on the TV. You have Neil Druckmann literally directing TV episodes. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be over there. Then he's working on the game. And that can be a situation where you overextend yourself and really end up with subpar product on one end, whether it be the TV end or game end or some combination of the two. So knowing where to end it, unless there's something very compelling in a third part, is very, very mature, very, very wise, and something that a lot of people should keep employing in the gaming space. Know when to walk away, man. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, and know when to run. Like, this is really like, it's really a strenuous situation, especially because those decisions can have an impact on your brand from years to come. And that can affect that affects sales at the end of the day.
I just think it's crazy that after 2 episodes they've been cleared for another season.
Yo, that's wild, isn't it? Isn't that crazy?
Really fucking insane.
They getting buku views off it. They getting mad views off it, bro. Like, they've been getting crazy viewership, and I feel slightly disgusted at myself for not watching this in real time. But it is what it is. I got to catch up on the 2 episodes before Sunday hits.
Oh, you're gonna watch those, and you're gonna be like, "Damn, I'm an idiot for not." Like, the thing is, I didn't care for it first. I was just like, I already know what happens. That first episode, I was like, damn, no, I kind of got to see what happens now. Like, I know what happens, but I got to see what happens.
But I got to see what happens, yo.
Yeah.
Nah,
like
word.
Because I saw it today too. I was just scrolling and I was like, wait, what did I say?
All for
2 episodes.
Bro.
Got you cleared for a whole season. Oh my
That's
God.
hard. That's hard.
That's big flex, bro. That's crazy flex.
Literally in an environment where people are getting canceled off the rip. Their shows are getting literally
on HBO.
Literally on the same platform. DC and Doom Patrol, after 4 seasons or 3 seasons of work, they getting canceled out the blue. You know what I'm saying? But 2 episodes of this drop, they're like, yeah, nah, we got to keep y'all on. Y'all got to come through. Nah, we need more.
Bro, insane.
Listen, Last of Us will have so much life to it in the years to come, whether it be in a TV format or not. But this is a brand and an IP you literally should not rush, because people will come and flock to it anyways. It has enough staying power now as a brand to be it's a heavyweight in any medium that it's in. So just rushing something just to have it is literally the worst possible decision you can make for a game like this, a next iteration of whatever like this. They have all the time in the world to make things happen. So if it just ends up The Last of Us, those Last of Us 1, Last of Us 2, that being the only 2 standalone or mainstay single player games from it, that's a legacy worth leaving. That's a legacy worth standing up. It will stand the test of time. It's already there.
Stuff that we were talking about in terms of like, there was so much happening at this one time during these games. It's like we were when we were talking about, we were only thinking about games. All of that stuff can be explored in multiple seasons going on for a fuckload of time. Like, we could have a Walking Dead like length fucking TV
Bro,
show
Oh,
they
please
could,
God.
they could
exploring all of that shit.
100%, and they could literally take on the lives of the people from the game. You could have a whole backstory on Abby and stuff like that, and the characters around her circles and connected to her network and stuff like that. Like you could go in depth with all of that on a TV format. So they have the luxury of choice of picking whatever format is best benefits their story. They don't have to be confined to the game anymore in a sense. So they can take their time and tell the best story that they want. And if they come back to a Last of Us Part 3 that's in another completely different place, cool. But if they don't, it's not the end of the world for them. And I don't think it's the end of the world for us because we're left with a legacy. They already left something. So it's good that they're preserving it instead of trying to keep pushing the button for monetary reasons or thinking that they still have something there or rushing something for the sake of it. And it hurts their legacy in the long run. You know what I'm saying? Very rare for an IP, a legacy IP to, you know what I'm saying, be this far out and understand, hey, we got to preserve and maintain the stature that we've gained over the years. Yeah, man. Hats off, man. Kudos to them. Moving on here. According to some new reports, the next Tomb Raider game will be on the way as Crystal Dynamics are focusing their efforts on that, as well as the Perfect Dark remake. Of course, Crystal Dynamics, you know what I'm saying, after Marvel's Avengers shuts down, they have full steam ahead for this next Tomb Raider. How do you guys feel about this? Can they hit that turnaround with the next Tomb Raider game? How y'all feeling?
I think they can. I think Tomb Raider games are fun.
I think the Tomb Raider games will be alright. I don't believe that Marvel's Avengers is what's been slowing them down.
Yeah, no, definitely
I
not.
don't. I don't
Now,
think
from
they were
a workforce standpoint, definitely. But from a like creative juice standpoint, that's not the reason.
Yeah, like
That's not the reason.
y'all like gassing it, but it's like when I'm late to work and there was traffic, but there wasn't traffic. But like you can't tell me it's not that. So
How do you know?
like
How do you know?
Were you there? Oh, exactly. You don't know how hard it is to make Avengers games. You know how much story we have to write. It's not like it's already written for us. But yeah, I'm excited to see the new Tomb Raider game. I'm actually more excited for the Perfect Dark game, but I don't think that game's ever coming out.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Switch developers and all that. I'm going to. That's gonna kill me, man. I really had hope for that Perfect Dark game. I really want to.
Just give me the N64 one at this point, with like the auto aim and everything. Just give me that. I don't even care anymore.
Facts. Oh man. Oh, is it bad that I played Perfect Dark multiplayer as much as I played GoldenEye? But I digress. That's another point in of itself. Honestly, this is probably the best time for Tomb Raider to come back. Uncharted said they're not coming back. They done and dusted. Your mail competition's out the window. You know what I'm saying? The Last of Us, they're gonna do that part one, the PC port in March, and then they're doing the multiplayer, which has nothing to really do with Tomb Raider. You're out the window. You have full steam ahead to do whatever you want for this Tomb Raider. You have no competition into the left or right of you. You have maybe the Burning Sands DLC from what's it called, Horizon, but that's it. That's a random electronic lady with a bow and arrow. She don't really got nothing to do with you. You got full steam ahead. You have no excuse to make nothing less than fire and have no interference. You all you have to do is pick the right release date, drop it in summer, and you're good. That's all I want to see. Some exciting stuff from Tomb Raider again, man. Because they've Tomb Raider games have kind of been shafted because they've been released in some really precarious windows and they've been overshadowed. So hopefully they can pick the right spot and shine. That's my gripe with it.
Yeah, I feel like Tomb Raider games are they're kind of timeless though.
Yeah, they're solid
in that sense.
I think
because you can get them. You can get them on any game launcher, Steam, Epic, whatever. Game Pass. That's hey. Hey. So it's one of those games that you'll kind of see and just pick up and play. So whether it booms out of the gates and everyone loves it, no matter when, it will get its time for sure.
On me. And moving on to the last story of the podcast, man. The day before is in the hot seat right now, ladies and gentlemen. The game has been delayed for about 8 to 9 months this year, as it was announced this week. But some of the reasoning here, it's been interesting to say the least. So the heat has been coming over the apparent fact that the developer Fantastic forgot to trademark the game. So now they have to dispute that trademark against someone who filed for the game and the name earlier than them. And it pushed their release date back to November 10th, 2023. But when the links to the game Steam page got removed, and then the lead Discord mod for their server commented that they wondered that the game is it even real. Questions have risen further and further whether we'll even see this game come to pass. Where's the gameplay trailer at? Where's anything? And today, Fantastic Devs went on record to state that they were already planning to delay the game even before the IP dispute. So my simple question is, what are they cooking?
Crypto scam.
Oh my god.
Hey, NFTs in this game would actually would complete the bingo card. Like, I think that might not be that might be so spot on. It's not even funny. Like, you might have this big brain. You gotta crack this whole thing open.
They're so finished, bro.
Nah, but like, where is my fucking game, bro? Where is the fucking game, bro?
Guys, man, these guys, bro. What in the world? How do you promote a game if you don't have the IP locked down from USPTO? How do you not do that?
Bro, I'm on my fucking knees. Where is this game?
Bro, do they even have a game? This is a front. This is just CGI clips, bro. They gonna send you a movie. They gonna send you an MP4 file on that Steam download.
Fucking around in Blender, bro. Like, what is
Oh my!
There's one guy actually.
Bro,
he's going nuts.
Bro, I've never seen this before in my life. Like, honestly, I've never seen this buffoonery. How do you consistently promote a game, Steam page, all that YouTube links, all that stuff, and you literally do not have the rights to the official rights to actually promote that game or sanction that game?
It's
How did you not
ridiculous.
file a
That's
trademark?
stupid. So stupid.
I'm not no game developer. Trust me. I don't develop games. I don't do that stuff. I am by no means an expert, but I'm pretty sure game development or ownership or promotion 101, if you're at a certain size or at a certain, you know what I'm saying, way along your path, you should have the rights to something you're actively promoting and seeking to gain money off of.
Dumb, bro.
I think that's basics. To me, I think that's basics. I don't know. But and the craziest thing is, though, they say, hey, listen, after all this stuff went up in smoke, and they're like, they talk about it, listen, we was going to delay the game by 9 months anyways, so I don't know what you guys want. What do you mean? So I'm like,
bro.
So was it delayed over the game itself? Like, did you actually even have a game? You have 9 months to create one? You know what I'm saying? Or is it actually the IP situation, which I think is the case? They're gonna have to fight.
Yeah, that's definitely a big factor.
They're gonna have to fight this for
It
9
shouldn't
months.
be. Like,
they should have squared this
really.
away. This is basics. This is the basics of game development. You should probably have the IP under locks.
Yeah, no, of course. But even though it is a problem now, like it really shouldn't be a problem. You know, it's one of those ones. It shouldn't be a problem.
Should not. It should not. But then they were gonna use it for the cover of delaying it for 9 months anyways. I'm like, damn. Hawking down the IP. I don't know if it's gonna take 9 months though. I need to check the averages.
This better be a reverse cyberpunk happening right now, otherwise I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. This needs to be the best game ever dropped.
Listen. The day before, it might not even happen. The day after, it might even happen. The day after, the next day, the next week, the next month. This shit might never happen. There might never be a day before for these men ever. Like it's tough. It's tough. But this is the most wackiest thing I've ever seen in my life, bro. I'm sorry.
True,
this is the wackiest case of y'all are dumb in my life, bro. How do you not cover? This is straight stupidity, bro. There's not one time you guys had rollouts, all this stuff, promotion all over the place. And y'all think, hey, do we own this shit? Did anybody call the patent office? Did we get an email? Nah. Cool, whatever. And they still kept promoting it like it was ready to drop in this spring. They said, yo, bro, that's mind-boggling. That's mind-boggling how stupid that is, bro. I completely forget what the example I said earlier, what we were talking about earlier that related to this, bro. But insane. I
wish them luck, bro. I wish them luck.
If I'm the dude that hold the rant that had the IP now, I would. Oh man. Oh, I would cause so much havoc. You need to pay me $1 million trillion, bro, and show me some gameplay right now. You need to drop a gameplay snippet to the world right now. in the next 2
Not
hours.
even gameplay, bro. Drop a beta right fucking now.
Facts. Or else I'm never giving this IP up.
Let the world see this shit, bro.
I'm about to say, bro, you're gonna have to drop the day after next, and even that's taken. You gotta drop it over the next 2 weeks. That's gonna be the next name of y'all game, bro. If y'all don't give up that beta, stop playing with me, bro. Oh my gosh, gaming is a funny time, bro. Gaming is a funny time. But anyways, that's all the notes we had on the pod today. Anything that we might have missed, gentlemen?
I don't think so. Yeah, that's everything that I've seen.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah, I think we definitely did cover it. We're gonna have a fun time over the next couple of weeks. Oh yeah, definitely. Again, Forspoken dropped. Dead Space did drop. So a lot of comments and controversy and stuff is coming out over the next couple of weeks over that. Dead Space looks like a banger, but we'll definitely talk about it once people have their hands on it more. Forspoken, I definitely wanted to try. Doesn't look as bad as people are saying because people react. It is what it is.
The release version doesn't.
Yeah. We got time to the release one. You know what I'm saying? And we got a couple of weeks till Hogwarts Legacy, so that's gonna be a fun time on the internet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be great. Yeah. Any closing notes? Let's go to King, man. Closing notes on this pod, my guy.
Hey man, enjoy games. Don't stress yourself out. You know, comp game mode is gonna be there forever. You know, breathe, relax.
Facts.
You know, it's gonna be okay.
Drink water, man. Facts, man. WenEazy. Closing notes for this episode, dog.
Enjoy the games that we have out right now. I know I'm like 3 deep so far. Like there's just so many things to play. And make sure you're not keep your think pieces to yourself, man. I'm really not trying to see that on my timeline I swear to God, man, there's just way too many of them. One a week, man. Let's limit it, you know? I don't got time for that many threads.
Honestly.
For real, bro. I rue the day when this man extends the character limit on Twitter. I swear he better not. He better not extend it, bro. On everything I love. Oh my gosh. My closing notes is if you're not whooping ass to a soundtrack, are you really whooping ass? So go play Hi-Fi Rush. What's it called? Also, be sure to check out this podcast. Rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Just search up No Cooldown. We're also available on Google Podcast, Stitcher Radio. I believe we are on Redbubble as well. I gotta double check that. But yes, we are also available on Anchor. Check us out there for our main hub site. We are, of course, streaming live on YouTube, youtube.com/@NoCooldown if you want to see live video versions, as well as some special segments, shorts, all that stuff. Content is coming. Make sure you check us out on Twitter as well @NoCooldownPod, on Instagram at No Cooldown Podcast. TikTok, I believe, is No Cooldown Podcast as well. If you search that far in podcast, you're probably going to see us anyway. So it's there. Just look for the, look for the Blue Ice logo and stuff. You'll see us. Yeah, make sure you follow these lovely gentlemen at Kxngviii. I'm pretty much all social platforms. WenEazy and Wotaku channel on all social platforms to check that out. You know what I'm saying? ThatManTripp on everything. You can follow me there. Got a lot of stuff in February to come. You guys don't want to miss it. More guests. We're looking for more guests. You know what I'm saying? More dope stuff. We're looking for more content. More news will be coming. You don't want to miss all the heat that's coming our way, man. But without further ado, this has been episode 30. Not 30. I'm looking at the time. Jeez. It's an episode 53 for No Cooldown Podcast, and we are out of there. And we're done.
That's it.
I fucked up the timing, but it's fine.
That's so funny. All right, you guys who are on the stream side, we appreciate you guys for watching. I got to end it now because my mother's talking on the phone with my aunt 10 feet away from me, and I really don't feel like dealing with those audio problems. So we'll catch you guys next week. Peace.